Hey, good morning, Bobby D.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm good. I'm good. How are
I
you?
see you messing with your curls.
I don't want them to look too crazy today.
No, you look good.
Said you, my love.
Well, got our TLC podcast shirt on this morning.
That's right. It's a TLC kind of day.
Yeah, it is a TLC kind of day because it's the TLC podcast, part of the CCI radio show.
That's right. That's right. The first one this year.
Yeah. That is right. I have to think about that. Yeah.
That's right.
That's right. So we're, what is this, January 14th?
Yes.
Martin Luther King Day weekend.
That's right. That's right.
And it's the TLC podcast, CCI radio show. Let's go ahead and get this party started.
Right now.
Right now. And here we are, the TLC podcast, the CCI radio show gets Saturday morning to you. And if this is your first time coming aboard the CCI radio show YouTube podcast / TLC podcast, we welcome you.
So silly. And good morning, Sister Danetta.
Hey, good morning, my friend. How are you? Good to have you here this morning. Just a little chuckles here this morning.
Gotta have some chuckles.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a good weekend so far.
Snowy.
The snow flurries have stopped. The roads are clear.
That's good.
There's a bird. Sound like he's trying to peck out the outside of our window. At least he was.
Or trying to peck to get himself in here. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on.
The bird's thinking, oh, no.
It's cold. I got stuck. I'm confused.
Yeah. I don't know the actual temperature here, but I think when I woke up, it was like 30.
Oh, I could ask. Alexa, current temperature?
Right now, it's 26 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, so I was wrong.
Well,
okay.
No, you were close. It could have gone down.
All right, so it's currently 26 degrees here in the Steel City, and
Alexa, stop.
Okay. Well, and we have another addition to the show this morning.
We didn't ask her all that. We didn't ask her all that stuff. Anyway, she's been doing some wonky, wacky things lately.
Yeah, I might have to unplug her. Unplug her and just reset her.
Yesterday was the weirdest thing. I was looking on my phone,
mm-hmm.
and I saw that there was a post about Method Man, and it was on Instagram or something. And somebody said, oh, Method Man, 50 never looked so good. So remember, I repeated that to you and showed you the picture. And all of a sudden she starts talking. And so, oh, Method Man, there's some music that'll go with your choice for Method Man. And it just started playing, and all this music and the music, I'm like, wow, okay, we didn't ask.
But you gotta admit, the first song that came on, she said, here's a station like for Method Man. And we're like, what? Cash rules everything around me. Love that. That's like that was always my anthem. Even back then, when I had no money. But it still sticks to this day, especially when you go back and you listen to old school. They don't make music like that anymore.
No, they don't. But it's also sad to call that old school music.
Yeah. Danetta said that won't say her name.
Oh.
Said it was 27 degrees where Danetta is. And she said she heard you, Bobby.
Sorry. I didn't mean to say it too loud. Sorry. It's so funny though. She is so sensitive. She'll pick up, like, if the TV says it, if someone on TV on a commercial says it, like, and then she'll light up like, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Shh. We have to be careful. They listen all the time. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
She's laughing at us.
One time I was sitting here, you were at work, and I thank goodness I was actually home between jobs. was sitting here watching TV, getting some lunch. All of a sudden, she just started talking. Just talk. And I said, I didn't say anything. Nobody else is here but me. She just talked. And I said, well, maybe I'll just see what happens. I'll just see if she just finishes what she has to say and is done. She talked for 15 minutes straight. I couldn't believe it. If I didn't stop her, she would probably still be talking. I could not believe it.
Oh, man.
Yes. Insanity.
That's
Insanity.
Funny. She said she's nosy.
Yeah.
Or like Cameo, she's strange.
Very much. But you like it.
Yeah. Yeah. See, there we go. Hey, that's another. Hey, speaking of, I hope you guys had a chance to listen to the Back to the 80s podcast this past Thursday night. We had a great time. We're doing some great 80s movie soundtrack tunes.
That's
so
good.
I'll tell you, I had a ball.
Yeah,
and I had a ball, and some of the songs that came up. But you know what? That's got to be one of the next songs we have to play on that show.
Go for it.
Anything Cameo.
That's right.
I like that.
Yeah, I like Cameo too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Cameo is such a great group. But,
yeah, they are.
Well, Back to 80s podcast. If you missed it on Thursday night, you can catch it on Blog Talk Radio, SoundCloud, Anchor Podcasts, and Spotify, and where podcasts are available. So just thank you so much for tuning in. We had a blast, and you can listen anytime. And the show will be coming back in a couple weeks.
Sounds like a plan.
With some new stuff. So speaking of cooking for Mrs. Coverage yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Of course, I always I'm always down for being a taste tester. And lasagna soup.
Yeah.
That was such a great dish.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
Filled me up.
Well, that's good.
And so what made you think about lasagna soup? Because I was very interested. And why do they call it lasagna soup?
It's you.
Me?
Yeah. It was one of the things you found.
Oh. Well, I didn't know why they call it lasagna soup. That's,
I guess they call it lasagna soup because it was soupy.
That's a good answer.
Because it was soup-like.
Good answer.
It's a good answer.
Yeah, it's kind of weird putting the ricotta cheese cold on top of the hot lasagna, but it served its purpose.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was pretty tasty.
Yeah, it was tasty. I didn't say it wasn't. Yeah, so if you guys didn't get a chance to watch that tasty dish on Bobby D's show yesterday, go back to watch Cooking for Mrs. Coverage right here on our YouTube channel. And while you're at it, make sure you click like, share, subscribe to our channel. It would be nice if you do.
Yes, it'd be wonderful.
And why is it that the number, it seems like it goes up and down between one number? I guess people are getting tired of us, so either they don't like the content anymore, so they drop off, but then they like certain things again, and then they come back on, and then they drop off again. So we're kind of, it's toggling between one number here.
Yeah, that's true. That's weird.
And you kind of have to laugh. You're like, hey, if you don't like us, you don't have to subscribe. You don't have to watch us. If you like us, we'd love to have you here.
Absolutely.
It's as simple as that.
That's for sure. Breeze Blings is in the house. What's up, sis?
Hey, good morning, Breeze. Sorry, I was kind of rambling, so I should have got the good morning out there earlier.
Oh, I got it.
So
I got it.
You got it? Well,
I got it.
Oh, I see another.
I got greens, beets, potatoes, tomatoes.
Something.
Oh,
I know what she meant. Yeah.
You name it.
Yeah. So so simple as that. Either you like us or you don't. We're not stuck up people.
Sorry.
What you see is what you get.
What you see
is what you get.
It's what you get.
Try to go somewhere else and see if you find this much entertainment. So
goodness.
I'm not going to harp on this, but I just want to see if anyone notices any differences today. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, like the lurkers?
Mm-hmm. Well, just in general.
I'm
just going to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show today while you're watching. See if you notice anything different.
Okay.
Not you.
Okay, it was me.
Well, then again, let's just see. Have you noticed anything different so far?
No.
You haven't seen it? You haven't noticed yet?
No.
So I'm gonna have to talk to you afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, just while you're paying attention, just see if you you know. Still don't say anything yet? If you do, you can laugh. Means you know, okay. You got it.
I got it.
You got it. Okay. So I don't have to do this no more?
Well, you could. Look. I said, look. I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes.
So remember I said
yes.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we must. Yeah,
Yeah, we're bougie.
We must be. We must be pretty bougie. You could tell,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, people hate us that much. We're bougie.
We're very bougie.
Mm-hmm. See, they both see. Bree says, "I see it."
Takes an old lady like me a little longer to get it.
No, I actually told you, but I didn't show you.
Oh,
I told you, but I didn't show you.
okay. Sorry.
You say you notice?
Okay, I got it.
Reasons behind that.
Oh. Okay.
Reasons behind that, which we'll get into later.
Got it.
So, yeah, I won't say anything today, but if you, I will point this out. If you listen to the Back to the 80s podcast this Thursday, you would have noticed the difference that started there.
Oh,
I will say that.
Okay.
So you can laugh, and you can laugh.
Okay.
One more time for the people in the back.
I'm looking from the back.
I'm
Took
sorry.
me a little longer. Oh yeah, back there. I forget about that. But you're supposed to paint for the people in the back, right? Paint.
That's too bad.
So they could see.
Well, that's already been put out there.
That's what
so
RuPaul says.
If
RuPaul didn't say that.
So if no one else gets that, then what can I tell you?
Oh, there's a couple of lurkers too.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I love lurkers too. You know, hey, lurkers need love too.
That's right. That's true.
You know, the freaks come out they come out in the day too.
I was gonna say I don't think they only come out at night.
Come out in the day.
Come out in the day.
Yeah, they come out around 11 o'clock Eastern time too. So
was that change for the lurkers?
Oh, it was changed for all reasons.
And all seasons.
In all seasons. See,
wow.
I know this is a lot of Morse code, but some of you may actually get this.
I think
the majority of the ones that are watching got it.
Our friends watching.
And it wouldn't be surprised if they're back there just cracking up right now.
Well, our friends
that's why I'm saying are laughing. Yeah. So
I believe they know.
Mm-hmm.
I think you must have told them before you told me.
I ain't told nobody.
Because the ladies are laughing.
Well, that's it. Maybe
the ladies are laughing. They know what you're doing.
Well, you know what? Sometimes I don't care if it's obvious or not. I just like to, to point things out there, like to be truthful. Truthful. Get it?
The truth.
Yeah. Shall set you free. See, we're watching. We're watching. We notice a lot of things. But seriously.
And I was gonna, mention something about, because the truth does set you free. And, one of our friends had to show some truth. I'm just going to do one thing really, really. I'm just going to do a sign. And both ladies responding on here will know what I mean.
Yeah, I know they will.
I'm just going to do one little thing and they'll know.
Okay.
What I mean. Okay. So.
Can I do it too? Actually, I can't do it.
No, you can't do that.
No.
But they know what that means. They know what that means. Somebody had to set the record straight this week. They had to sometimes you have to set the record straight. They set the record straight.
I can go one step further, but I'm not.
Praise.
They're
Just
both
had to
cracking up.
Okay, let me fix myself back. Yeah. But somebody had to set the record straight. That's all.
Yeah.
Somebody had to set the record straight a couple of times this week. Just sometimes you got to set the record straight. And I think in 2023, we're just setting the record straight.
2023, I don't care.
Right,
it's just like,
too.
whatever comes out of our mouths is just, if people get offended, I can give a goat's tail.
Okay. I was going to say a rat's butt, but
well,
that's
that
all
too.
right.
Rat's butt, goat's tail. I don't care. It could be Woodstock's beak. I don't know.
Oh, Breeze, Breeze,
Don't act like you don't.
Somebody had to set the record straight to somebody else this week.
Mm-hmm. They're both laughing at us. They're probably thinking these goofs.
Breeze, you remember? It had to happen a couple of days in a row. Somebody had to set it.
She knows. She knows. You see how much fun we have on this show? See, this isn't just your ordinary show. You have your. I was going to say something, but if I say something, this might sound bougie, or it might sound stuck up.
Okay.
But yeah, I am going to say it.
No, you're not going to say it.
Yeah, I am.
All right.
Thank you so much for tuning in to today's show. We're glad that you're here, and thanks for hanging out with your favorite Saturday team. Your favorite weekend team.
That's right.
Sam C and Bobby D. If it sounds bougie, I don't care. Because we're here every Saturday. We have a lot of fun. This is our show. We can say pretty much what we want to a T. So we're here for you. And this is the TLC podcast. So we do have a TLC letter on hold here, which we're going to be reading in just a second. It is, and I was just kind of going over it. It is really, really touching.
Oh, okay.
Honestly,
you want to do that?
We're glad that we're your faves.
Oh, thank you, Breeze. Thank you, Breeze.
And we love you both.
We love you.
Hugs all around, and milkshakes for everybody.
Milkshakes.
Oh yeah.
Well, I bet Breeze and Donetta know where to get the best milkshakes and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say where. I just said. Yeah, I just said milkshakes all around because I'm going to have one later when I go with my mom.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, do you want a milkshake when you go to Chicago?
Yeah, but I'm going to get one today when I go with my mom.
I don't want a milkshake. I want a deep dish pizza. That's all I want.
No, I'm talking about when I go with my mom later. I'm getting a milkshake.
Okay. That's okay.
Yeah, that's on. Well, we'll talk about that momentarily. But we do have some gear.
Okay.
That we would like to interest you in. So if anybody is interested.
It's not as beautiful though as what Breeze does though.
So
it isn't, but it's all right. But it's not as beautiful as what Breeze blings can do. But maybe I'll ask her to bling it up.
So what Bobby D is holding up right now, for those of you who love.
Am I holding it up?
Yeah, you are.
Enough? Okay.
Yeah, it's perfect. The best gospel music and praise. You can get your T-shirt from us. It's Gospel Excellence with Bobby D. Every other Sunday on Blog Talk Radio and where podcasts are available. So that's available for you right now. So if you're interested, you can show some love by supporting Bobby D and purchasing the show shirt.
Yes. That's what you could do. You could purchase the shirt, okay? And then go to Breeze Blings on social media and have her bling it out. That's what you do. Yes, that's what you do. That's what you do.
That's smart.
Yeah.
See, and that's why I'm married to a very smart mind.
So silly. Yes, that's what you do. And see, Breeze could look, and Breeze could bling that up too.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's what you do. That's what you do.
That'd be real cool.
Go to Breeze Blings, find her, hook her up. Breeze, are you in the lab? Is the lab open? I can't remember. Is the lab open? Is the lab back open?
Well, you know, there's a holiday coming up. The lab could be closed.
Well, the lab is probably closed on Monday, but is it open right now? Because sometimes she'll post
Stuff.
when it's open, when it's closed, that kind of thing. So
yeah, let me get to some of these comments too.
Okay.
So let's see, what did I miss here? So Donetta said, okay, you're here for us and everyone else. Donetta wants someone that lasagna soup. Bree said we're eating the whole time y'all here.
Got that right.
Bree said, OMG, stop y'all work and thank you. Love y'all. And let's see, Bree says, where and how do we order for those that don't know? And Bree says, you're so smart.
Trying to make it work there, Breeze. Both, got to make it work.
I love it. The shirt is perfect. The lab is kind of open.
Kind of open. Okay.
Kind of open.
All right.
Probably half days.
Yeah, there you go.
It's only open by request.
Ooh, I like it. I like that. Yeah.
She says she's in the lab now. No words, don't disturb her. It's by request only.
By request only.
For those who don't know, you can order there's actually a couple ways you can order it. You can order the shirt. Screen went dark. Yeah, you can go to pandemicpresspublishing.com, go under our merch section. You can see that there. You can once you see what you're looking for, you can go to the contact form and fill it out. Make sure that you put your name, your address, your email, your method of payment, which in this case is going to be PayPal, or PayPal is Pandemic Press Publishing. Cash App is Pandemic Press Media. You can make the payment right there, or you can just DM us directly for like a special price
the right size.
And we'll determine what that special discounted price is going to be for you guys if you DM us directly.
That sounds good.
Okay.
And then go to Breeze Blings and see if she's available to bling it out for you.
Right.
That's
by request only.
That's right. By request only. That's right.
By request only. Hours are limited.
That's right.
Hours vary by holiday.
That's exactly right.
and Breeze is laughing. She said, I love that, Sam. I like that, Sam. And then this is all pertinent information.
That's right. All pertinent information. Then once you get your blinged out shirt, then you stop by Danetta's Avon store.
Which in this case, I'm going to, go ahead. Let's get all the good stuff.
That's right. Get your smell goods. Get your face beat.
Get your good smelling body wash.
That's right. And the jewelry. That's right.
Jury. Get the jewelry.
Don't pick on me.
No, it's all good. It's all good stuff. But now for those of you who want to purchase anything from Danetta's store as well, pay attention. Because pay attention, because if you miss something, you won't get there. So you want to go to youravon.com? Mm-hmm. Yeah, your Avon. Pay attention. Youravon.com. Hit the /. Make sure you spell Danetta's name right. If you miss a letter, you won't get there. So it's DANETTA. Again, that's DANETTA. Last name is HARDY.
That's right.
Again, the last name is spelled HARDY.
But speaking of Hardy, remember here in Pittsburgh, there was somebody Danetta, now this is crazy. Now, of course, I think, a little crazy sometimes. But there was a man, I don't remember his first name, but his last name is Hardy, and he passed away. He was an older gentleman. Anyway.
Joe Hardy. Joe Hardy.
Joe Hardy. Spelled the same and everything. He was the owner of
a company here called 84 Lumber. And he also was the, I think, the owner of a place called Nemacolin Resorts.
Which I don't know. Hardy is the same. Could it?
Could be.
It would be nice maybe to check and see. Could there be
You might have some stock involved there.
There you go. There. I mean, I'm just saying.
That's the first thing Bobby said to me.
I said, Hardy. I didn't know the people who owned that last name was Hardy.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Google and maybe something can lead somewhere.
Yeah. Or we'll just send you the link.
That's it.
Yeah. It might be easier that way. Like once we're done here and everything, See, Bree said,
like a plan.
Pay attention.
That's right.
And see, Danetta said, y'all funny. And then she said, I'm on the flow.
There you go.
Then Bree says, I'm going to DM directly, but I'm paying the regular price.
Oh. No, I think you might just be paying a discounted price, ma'am. That's what's happening here.
We won't take no for an answer. we don't do that here.
We don't.
Yeah, we don't do that. So no, we can't let you play. We can't let you pay full price.
Love it.
We can't. It's like you're going from like Big Mac price to quarter pounder price.
What?
In other words, you're going down. You're going down in pay. You're going down in price because Big Macs cost more than quarter pounders.
I don't need either one.
Well, I'm just using that for an example. Okay. So in other words, you're going from like a large milkshake down to a small. How's that?
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
what are we gonna do with them?
Yeah, well,
what are we gonna do with them, ladies? I don't know.
Yeah, just love me and appreciate me.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you. And we do have some more merchandise here.
And now you want to show something else?
I do. I'm dying. Well, you can show that.
Should I take it out of the bag?
Yeah.
Okay. Or leave it in the bag.
Yeah, take one out. Okay. So there you go. Hot plates, hot pads. Hot pads. Hot pads. Not plates, pads. Cooking from Mrs. Coverage hot pads. So, and those will be really, really nice for you to take your stuff out the oven so you won't burn your fingers or your hands.
That's right.
And
try not to burn my face, though.
Yeah, don't burn Bobby D's face. So same thing with that one. If that's something that you're interested in, make sure you send us a DM, or you can go right to our website. Look for it, fill out the contact form, and with all the pertinent information.
That's true.
And of course, we do have more merchandise available too. It's just the fact these are the first two that I was able to get my hands on before the show started.
So. Are you still pandemic first?
Oh yeah, we still have that's still sitting there too. I guess I should give that one away today.
Oh, this one?
Or one of them, because my mom already said she wanted a mug.
Oh, okay. Do you want to do a giveaway? Is that what you mean? Or?
No, my mom.
Oh, okay.
My mom said I want a mug. I'm like, okay, that's another story. So yeah, we have two mugs for you. That one there is the I Love Pandemic Press Publishing mug. Good for your coffee or tea. Or the newest edition, the Pandemic Press Publishing mug. The newest one. That's the most recent one. And yeah, we have to give a shout out to the homie Chaz Wins as well, because Chaz recently purchased our bundle deal, if you will, for Pandemic Press Publishing. He ordered the newest T-shirt. He ordered one of our notebooks, and he ordered the second mug that Bobby had shown. and the shirt's in the back. So
That's right. And Donetta ordered the soaps.
yes, yeah, I didn't get to that yet.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I just hadn't gotten the soap shop, but yeah, I was kind of working my way there, but sorry. But yeah, Donetta, we appreciate you for purchasing the soaps. We hope you enjoy it, and we hope that those of you who did purchase everything that we mentioned so far, or things that we didn't mention, we really appreciate you. Hope that you're enjoying the items.
Sounds good.
So far. So far, everybody has. So far, no one has sent a nasty DM or email back yet.
That's good.
You know.
That's good.
I will say one more thing before we get to the TLC letter. The newest edition of Pandemic Press Media Magazine is coming up really, really soon.
Mm-hmm.
But if you haven't made the purchase for the most recent one, if I can get it out, here it is.
Yep, that's good. Very nice. What do you think?
I was waiting for you to.
Oh, I thought you were talking. You got on me for saying something, so I'm just listening to you. There you go.
Okay, well, this has our good friend, singer and songwriter Shar on the cover. You know, so if you haven't purchased this one, you can go to lulu.com, purchase it right now. I'm sure that Shar would appreciate it.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
it's a very nice cover. We got some great things coming in 2023. So starting with this edition of the magazine. So stay tuned for that. We have some other things coming up soon as well. So it's probably going to blow your minds.
That's good.
And I have a very quick sort of announcement, but the next couple weeks, stay tuned. I will be making an announcement.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a plan.
So next couple weeks, stay tuned for that one.
That sounds like a plan.
It will probably be on the well, let's see. It's the 14. Actually, no. Hopefully next week I should be able to make that announcement. Next Saturday and next Saturday on the show. If not on the show, then I'll probably post it on social media, but I might hold back until next Saturday.
Okay.
Something very exciting.
Sounds good to me, sir.
So
whatever you say.
Yeah. But yeah, in the meantime, we're gonna get to the TLC letter that came our way. It's rather short, but really when I was going through it, it's I don't really know how to answer this one, but we're gonna read this out to you guys and let us know what you think as well, because you and I are gonna try to do some investigating on this.
Okay.
You can see how short it is.
Yeah, it's very short.
Yeah. So TLC letter for today, and it says, "Hello to the both of you. I greatly appreciate your concern for others. I hope you can give me some advice. Recently, my boyfriend and I sat down to a nice dinner that I made.
Mm-hmm.
We were having a great time, eating, talking, and laughing. Then, out of nowhere, he calls me a stupid bee and throws his plate at me. He says, 'I can't stand you. I can't stand this.' I was standing there, crying, asking what's wrong. What did I do? I'm sorry. Whatever I did, I'm sorry. I'm reaching out to you, Sam C and Bobby D. What can I do? My man left and hasn't spoken to me in 3 weeks."
Oh. Now that is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you have to say?
I'm trying to figure out what triggered him throwing the plate at her.
Yeah.
Number one, did he maybe have she didn't say exactly when it was, but did he maybe have a bad day at work? Did he maybe have a bad encounter with a family member or a friend, possibly that just prompted him to just all of a sudden switch over to that mode, is what I'm thinking.
Well,
that's
at first when you said that he threw the plate and said, "I can't stand you and I can't stand that," I was thinking at first maybe he could be bipolar. However,
about that. Okay.
The end of the letter here says My man left and hasn't spoken to me in 3 weeks.
Makes me wonder if he's cheating on her.
There you go. You took the words right out of my mouth. It sounds like he's cheating.
Like maybe he was leading up to because he was seeing somebody on the side, and then he finally was found, kind of like he was trying to figure out an out.
Mm-hmm. That's
Wow.
exactly what it sounds like to me. That's exactly what it sounds like.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. That's why I look at it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. That statement that Danetta just said. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly it.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds. Unfortunately, I hate to say this. Sounds like he's cheating. Sounds like a cheater. Sounds like, see, I wish the letter was a little bit longer because I would be curious to know. Let me see. Is out of nowhere. Yeah, you're eating and talking and laughing and all that. And then all of a sudden he starts calling you names. That's, again, like I said, that's starting to sound a little bipolar-ish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, throws his plate.
Mm-hmm. Trying to, I got a thought here. I wonder, the eating and talking and laughing bit. Do you think maybe while they were eating and laughing and talking, that maybe this person was texting him and say, okay, in about 5 minutes, go ahead and do that? Like they're just giving this person, like, even though this person didn't say that, but you think maybe, or they may have already ahead of time say, okay, so this is what I want you to do, or this is how it's going to work. Like they gave them instructions, or they already had a plan devised.
That's a
and
good
then that
point.
way, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That's a good point.
They probably had it mapped out what day, what time. People are like that.
Yeah, people are crazy like
what
that.
day, what time.
This is how you do it.
Like what shirt and everything you're going to wear that day when you.
Right,
but
that's
seriously,
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Danetta says,
"Woo! I hope she in time." She sees this is a blessing in disguise and that he's gone. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Like I am standing firm. He's cheating. Standing firm.
I would agree, because if they already had this plan devised.
Obviously.
They just didn't know exactly when
and how
to have this plan devised.
And just to this person who wrote this, just remember, it's already been 3 weeks since you've spoken to him. Let it go.
Well,
let it go.
And they're probably going to cross paths eventually.
Maybe,
hopefully
maybe
they.
not.
I mean,
hopefully not.
Sometimes is it easier to cross paths eventually, and then you still have that thought like, well, what did I do to you? Like, because you're stirring up old feelings, or is it better to just kind of just like, well, I haven't spoken to you in 3 weeks and I'm really heartbroken. It's just time for me to move on. But it's hard to move on.
It's hard to move on, but it's time to move on because, as Danetta said, it is a blessing in disguise. And that person is moving out of the way for the right person to come into their life.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
Wow.
That's the way it is. Breeze. Yep. Breeze said if he did that, there's no excuse. That's exactly right. Because for what? You're sitting there having a nice dinner, laughing, talking, doing all this, and all of a sudden, what if I was like, oh, right now, all of a sudden we're okay.
Like, I don't like that lasagna soup.
Right.
I mean, I'm not going to do anything like that.
No, but what if I did that right now with drinks and just threw it at you and walked off while everybody's sitting here talking?
And I would just sit there with egg on my face, huh?
Or tea. Or some suddenly tea.
Bree says no one deserves that, no matter what. He should have just left. Yeah.
Right. Just leave.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, hopefully one of the lurkers on there could be the person who wrote this. And if so, please take that advice.
Yeah.
He's showing you exactly who he is. And what you should do is cut all ties. And maybe, actually, if you think about it, actually, if you think about it, maybe you could begin the process of blocking him from your phone, your social media, whatever. Just be done.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Exactly. Yeah. If you we thank the person who sent this TLC letter in. We
Yes,
greatly
thank
appreciate you. We hopefully you'll be able to give us an update
Mm-hmm.
on your situation.
Yes.
We really would like to know. So you can send us an email to pandemicpm@gmail.com. That would be greatly appreciated. And if you know anybody that just wants some help or some guidance, same thing, you can send a letter to us at the same email and just put in your subject title TLC letter.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be great.
And then if you're updating us, put TLC letter update and just remind us, as to what your letter was about. Just a little reminder. You don't have to put the letter back in there, but just a little reminder. And here's the update. So,
yep,
we appreciate it.
Yep, absolutely. And speaking of, changing courses just a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
Monday coming up is going to be Martin Luther King Jr. Observed
Yes.
Day. So whatever you have that you may find for MLK,
mm-hmm.
Or our great man in history.
That's right.
It's a shame that a lot of places are just honoring his holiday recently.
Yeah,
a lot of places still have. I think the majority of the U.S. has finally accepted it, but remember,
finally,
just remember a lot of states were just like, no, just a lot of people were just happy just to get the day off, but didn't know the true meaning
mm-hmm.
of who MLK was and what he meant to America,
mm-hmm.
what he meant to history,
and the civil rights movement. I'm trying to,
which it's very very just to hear our parents talk about it, and grandparents talk about,
because they remember where they were
mm-hmm.
when he was shot and killed.
Yeah.
So it's actually crazy. Let me see how long. Let me see. That was what, 1968
mm-hmm.
when he was shot.
Yeah.
And so if think about it, they're remembering so far back. That's before any of us that are on here were born, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely. And so it's amazing that that they remember that, that they remember those things that far back. I'm trying to find. Well, you go ahead. You go ahead and read what you wanted to read.
Well, I was just kind of, I see Breeze has a comment up there too. I don't think I read that. It says, this didn't just happen though. There were signs prior to, and she probably ignored them.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
That could be very,
Breeze
true.
Is absolute. You're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's another thing that this person should put in their update. If they email us back.
Mm-hmm.
Breeze is a very good point. There were most likely signs, you know what I'm saying, leading up to this. So definitely, just think back, because, and another thing is, I don't think they even said how long they'd been together.
She or he, she didn't. No.
She didn't say.
Nope.
So,
did not say.
With that being said, that's a very good point, Breeze. That's a very good point.
Yeah.
There's probably been signs leading up all this time,
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's a very good point. Yes, please update us with that stuff too. I'd like to know how long you've been together up until that point.
Yeah.
And think about some of the things that were a little bit off. A little bit off. The normal that
True.
Somebody normally wouldn't do.
True.
In a relationship,
Yeah. Yeah, I did. It says here, I was just trying to grab some information on MLK while we were going over that TLC letter. Believe it or not, for the first time, it says here and this is coming from what's the source?
Is this Wikipedia? No.
I think it's Google.
Okay.
But it says for the first time since 2000, all 50 states are recognizing it.
Hey, well, it's about time.
Now, Alabama and Mississippi are the only two states that combine King and Lee. So they call it King Lee Day.
Lee who? Like General?
It makes me
Lee?
wonder. It doesn't, I haven't come across that yet. But yeah, it says that, and that's just it. They're the only ones to recognize King Lee Day together on one holiday. But it is an official holiday for all 50 states.
But who is Lee?
Yeah, I haven't come across that yet. So, what is King Lee Day? Celebrating 2 states.
Like where? No. Well, whoever celebrates King Lee Day, that's, I'm just going to say
Alabama and Robert E. Lee.
Well, that's stupid. Why would you put those two together?
Well,
it doesn't
it
make
says
sense.
In Alabama
Did
and
they have the same birthday?
Well, it says in Alabama and Mississippi, what's his January 17th, but
that's okay.
January 17th, so that must be his birthday, is a day to remember not only the works of Dr. King, but also to remember Robert E. Lee, whose birthday falls on January 19th.
But Martin Luther King's birthday is the 20th, right?
Who wrote this? Yeah.
Well, Martin Luther King's birthday is the 20th.
So basically, King Lee Day was originally celebrated as Robert E. Lee Day in Virginia, the general's home state, beginning in 1889. And then the commemorative state holiday. Yeah. The commemorative state holiday would change for Virginians in 1904 to Lee Jackson Day.
Oh my gosh.
So they did Stonewall Jackson, whose birthday falls on January 21st. And then in 1983, President Ronald Reagan declared the third Monday of January as MLK Day. So Virginians began celebrating 3 people and changed Lee Jackson Day to Lee Jackson King Day. And then here's how we have now in 2000, Virginia's General Assembly decided to split Lee Jackson Day and MLK Day and allowed the state to recognize Lee Jackson Day on the second Friday of January.
Well, yeah, do that then. Don't do it on the same.
And then in 2020, the Virginia House voted to officially remove Lee Jackson Day altogether as a state holiday and recognize only MLK Day as a federal holiday, with a handful of municipalities that still recognize both, but again, on separate days.
Okay. Well,
this is coming from Fox29.com news.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will say this. Though we have never met Martin Luther King Jr., obviously, because he died before we came around or even thought of yet.
Right.
And we do have a tie to Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah, and that's I want to let you get into that, because when you told me that, that just really floored me. Yeah.
Well, on what's the movie with Stockard Channing? She says 6 degrees of separation. No, not Grease. 6 degrees, when unfortunately Will was on there too. 6 degrees of separation. So 6 degrees of separation between you or me and the world, right? So there's 6 degrees of separation between us and everybody in this world, okay? At least 6 degrees. And when you think about it, it's like, oh, that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. Yes. So we have a tie to Martin Luther King through the pastor Reverend who married us. He was the pastor at my church that I grew up in for a long time. Lord rest his soul, Reverend Toussaint King Hill. And he, of course, was very proud to tell you that Martin Luther King was his uncle. And actually, here is a picture of the three of us. This is when he was blessing our union at our wedding. So you see, he's blessing our union at the wedding. And unfortunately, Reverend Toussaint passed away last year, I believe.
It was last year, yeah.
I believe it was last year. But I will say he was very, very proud of his uncle, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So,
and I think he even went down to Ebenezer. I think he even became.
Yes.
And who else is a pastor at Ebenezer? Reverend Warnock.
Hey, that's right, Reverend Warnock. Yay. There you go. So there you go. There goes our 6 degrees of separation between us and Reverend Warnock. Look at that.
It was Reverend Hill.
So Reverend Hill, but did he know Reverend Warnock? Maybe, I guess.
I don't know.
Maybe. But anyway, that's our title. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King.
Yes.
O-U-S-A-I-N.
I see him up top. Let's see the name.
Hey, there you go.
Let's see if we can find a picture of him.
Oh, look at even in the Chicago Defender. Check this out. It says Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s nephew, Reverend Dr. Toussaint King Hill. But that is so funny that he was in the Chicago. This is the Chicago Defender. And unfortunately, he passed from cancer. That's a nice shot
picture.
of him. Look, the three of us together again. Look at that.
Hey, good morning, Misty.
Good morning, Misty. Hello. Thanks for joining us. So, yes, so he recently retired. Okay, so he had retired from West Hunter Street Baptist Church of Atlanta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
That went right before he had passed, but
he's got a lot of accolades there.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing, when you and I spoke to him, for right before we were getting married. I was like, wow, this man has a lot of accolades. I saw a lot of things up on his wall.
That's true.
He sat his church office.
Very true.
Like I saw a couple of different degrees up there.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
And he went to Morehouse. So if you're
he's a Morehouse man.
Into the, HBCUs,
Yeah.
At the time of his retirement, the way you do things too. Survived by his wife, Lauren Hornhill, his 2 sons, and his granddaughter. Yeah, he remembered as a preacher, teacher, dedicated thought leader, and community activist. So, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a nice picture of him.
That's a very nice picture. He doesn't have any hair in this picture, but when he married us, he had hair. So
yeah, we know he's doing okay.
That's right. So
and that was our
the man that married
us.
So,
yes.
So that's our tie. So we've got 1 degree of separation between us and Martin Luther King Jr. Look at that, 1 degree.
Yes.
So anyway, I always like to add that in there in the the history. History. I don't know. History, yeah. Not that we're a part of the history books, but what we know.
Mm-hmm.
But nonetheless, thank you.
Yes, thank you to Reverend Hill. Rest in peace.
May his soul rest in peace.
Yes, we appreciate you marrying us.
Absolutely.
So thank you.
Yes.
And MLK will definitely hold a special peace of our in our hearts.
Of course.
As far as that.
Anyway,
So.
right. And then, that's a little
it does,
added.
and it does
That's
anyway.
a little added bonus.
It does anyway.
So, yes, absolutely.
So, other than that, we'll go ahead and get ready to wrap up today's show. And if you haven't already, make sure you click, like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tell your family and friends about us as well. Yeah, for those of you who are subscribed, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you. Make sure that you tune in to Gospel Excellence tomorrow morning with this lady right here.
Oh,
Better Half, Bobby D. 10 a.m. Eastern Time, Blog Talk Radio, and where podcasts are available. She will be doing a great 80s show tomorrow for Gospel Excellence. So if you like this famous group, I think you'll love the Winans.
I do believe so.
Okay, so that's going to be great. And then and just also let you know, for those of you who don't know, Sam C's credit tips are now officially part of the CCI radio show, so you can check that out. I'll try to get those out every other Wednesday.
Sounds good
for you guys. So there's a lot of great things on the way. Just make sure you stay tuned and follow us on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages as well.
Sounds good.
So
sounds like a plan.
Yeah. So anything else, Bobby D, before we part ways today, before we get on out of here?
No, but we just thank you so much for joining us today. And please like, click, share, subscribe if you haven't already done it.
Yeah.
You could certainly if you liked this particular episode, you could
share it,
and give us a thumbs up while you're at it. Give us a thumbs up on there.
Or share it.
Or
again.
Share it.
Again.
Or share it again.
Yeah, share it again.
Share it again.
Yeah.
And another time.
Yes.
And share our channel. So we just thank you so much for joining us.
And waiting for your closing.
You see, I'm waiting to see if you have anything else to say.
I'm
waiting.
No, I don't.
Aren't you proud of me for not after you hassled me a little earlier? You see, I'm waiting. I'm waiting patiently to see.
Yes.
Just checking.
Nope. I already said I said my stuff earlier. I'll talk to you off record.
I'm sure you will. So anyway, we thank you so much for joining us today. Click like, share, subscribe, do all that. Share. Sharing is caring. We appreciate it. Yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery. Today's a gift. That's why we call it the present. And make sure you celebrate MLK Day. MLK Day every day, right?
Right.
Share the love, spread the love and acceptance. So that's what I got to say.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you so much. And we'll see you again real soon. Bye.